Ladies and gentlemen, I am Welsknight, and I want to welcome you to Subnautica Below Zero. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a fantastic day, and Subnautica Below Zero just came out on early access yesterday, I believe. It is not a DLC or expansion for Subnautica. It is a standalone, separate title. It's available on Steam for $19.99 in early access. I did play the original Subnautica back when it was in early access, but fairly early in its development cycle, and I haven't really touched it since. So a lot of the stuff from the original might be a little bit new to me, stuff that they changed over the course of development or added. And obviously all the new stuff with Below Zero is brand new to me as well, but let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start a new game. Because the game is in early access, we may have some bugs. We definitely want to play survival. Because it's in early access, we may have some bugs, we may have some crashes, we may even have to restart at some point. But I am very excited for this. This is a game that I actually didn't know it was even coming out until like a week or two ago. But ever since I heard about it, I was like, oh my gosh, they're bringing back Subnautica, because I was actually considering going back and playing the original on the channel since it had been so long since we touched it. And then, you know, like a sign, it was like a sign came and said, hey, a new thing. So we got a dream sequence, unknown worlds, the development, that's the developers of the original. Well, and this one too, obviously. All right. Something is beeping. Oh, it's an alarm. Okay. How do I... Off. Oh, I guess you just hit tab. Okay, I thought you had to click the off button, but that's fine. Cracking knuckles? Am I female? Those were very feminine knuckles. All right, so we got some stuff here. Our PDA is like our menu, basically. Robin Goodall. It's my application interview. Or, I'm assuming it's mine? Because it's here? I'm assuming that I am Robin? And if so, if I am Robin, then I am definitely female. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and open that. And let's peek around. See what there is to see. Just shut that behind us. Maybe we'll leave the doors open just for the sake of speed. Oh, a coffee machine. I think. This looks like a... Is there no way... How are you gonna let me wake up in the morning and not allow me to get coffee? This is... Please. I need... Okay, fine. Fine. What's over here? Speaking of coffee. Ah, nectar of the gods right there. Good stuff. All right. Looks like we have another PDA. I'm not going to read all of these on camera, but you're welcome to pause the video if you'd like to read it yourself. Joe Jeffries. Samples. Okay, so it looks like we're scientists doing science-y things. Let's see, that was my bedroom. Let's come over here. Okay, list of tasks and things around the facility. Got kind of like what would a botanical, there's a proper term for this and it escapes me. Hydroponic. Yeah, a hydroponic lab. What it looks like. What's out here? Oh, okay, it's the outside. It's very cold. You know what? I'm leaving that door open. Just in the sake of time, because I don't want to be... I'm assuming there's going to be something that happens here. This is a survival game, and this seems like a pretty cushy place to live if we're going to be surviving. I mean, that would be kind of a cool departure from the original, though, is they give you this base with lots of space, but not a lot of stuff. I'd be okay with that. We're going to want to be doing our old building and stuff, though, as we go, because there is building in this game, quite a bit of it. This is some sort of research lab. I'm just looking... Oh, here we go. My research notes. Lots of numbers. Okay. And then we got voice log stuff. All right. Fair enough. What's out here? Okay. This also goes outside. Fair enough. Let's just look around a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because it... Ooh. Looks like there was some sort of a malfunction there. If this is anything like the first game, something horrible is going to happen. And we probably won't be able to come back here at least for quite some time, maybe ever. So I just want to make sure... I mean, I think we went through all the rooms, so I think we're good. Do we go over this way? Is this the idea? Ooh, that's pretty. It's a snowman! I mean, I have to destroy it just to see if we get anything, because it's a survival game. It doesn't appear anything. It doesn't appear so. Still, though, it was a snowman. That's super cool. Okay. Just kind of looking around. I don't see anything over here. So I guess we'll go... doesn't look like there's anything down there. Looks like it's just a bunch of ice. Maybe that'll be relevant later, I don't know. Okay, so moving on. I guess we'll follow this path. This looks promising as far as, like, progressing the story. Oh, pretty flowers. Okay. It's a long path. It's a very long path. And I think... Yeah, I'm running. Okay. I move pretty slow even when I'm running. Although it's interesting, this is all above ground, and Subnautica is really more of like an underwater survival game, so I'm assuming at some point we're going to end up in the water. This is super pretty, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, I should probably mention, if you're unfamiliar with Subnautica, and you have never seen Subnautica before and you're watching this on my channel, I'm only mentioning this because my channel is for the most part family friendly. There were in the first game a couple of like kind of spooky jump scare moments that that did not really seem like they would be scary. Like, it didn't seem like it would be a scary game when I first started playing it, but then when you got into the deep darks, you know, if you went deep enough in the ocean or whatever, you came across some pretty scary stuff. So you have been warned. I don't think we'll probably encounter anything like that in the first episode, but just be advised. This game is not necessary. There may be some... Ooh. Oh.
How'd you know my name?
What?
I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
Are you safe? It's never done that before.
I'm fine. No sign of Jeffries.
I've got an electrical storm on the sensors.
I think it's...
Oh, that's no good.
here.
That cabin isn't stable. I want you to get back to...
Sam?
Okay.
Damn it!
Well, that's unfortunate. I appear to be trapped in a storm. I wonder if there's any way... We gotta get some sort of a tablet. I mean, there's also this pin, this like little number pad here, but I have a feeling we need a code, and I'm assuming we'll learn it later. I don't really feel like trying to randomly figure out a code by just punching in random numbers. Okay. So I guess we'll just head back to the base and see. Okay. Well. Okay, this looks promising. Okay, and I can jump too. Yeah, so we're not going back that way. I guess we're going this way instead. It's very wintry and very snowy. This is kind of cool, though. It's like a frozen river, it looks like. Oh, that's super cool. Do I slide? Nope. Okay. This is like Wisconsin with a little bit more blue and colors. Okay, anyway. I guess we just kind of follow the river. And presumably this will take us to where we gotta go? Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the base. Oh. Whoa! There was a snow avalanche. Rude weather. Very rude. Our base is under this giant snow thing. It got avalanched, and then the tower fell in and broke the ice. So presumably this is where I have to go. I guess we just kind of drop down. Nice and, ooh, okay. So this is not something you can stand on. Looks like the ladder that was over there is now gone. So I guess we're going for a swim. Remnants of the antenna. Yeah, here's the ladder.
And your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode.
Okay, so now we have proper health bars and all that kind of good stuff.
Exposure in 4 minutes.
Fair enough. What's this? Oh, refill my oxygen. Okay. Good to know. I'm not seeing any, like, fish or anything like that just yet, but I'm assuming we'll get to that sooner or later. I guess we'll just pop up here for some air. Oh, hey, I recognize these. We got, peepers. And these, a bladderfish, which if I remember correctly from the first game gives you air. We got a grav trap fragment that I can't do anything with just yet. And then we got a boomerang and an eye. That one's new. So it looks like we're out in like the proper survival portions of the game. Can I get up here? Let's just look at our inventory. Arctic Survival Guide, start here. We got a bunch of... Oh, no, I didn't want to eat them. Oops. Oh, well. Okay.
Come in.
Got it.
I copy. I'm out in open water.
Stay where you are. I'm sending a rescue shuttle.
No, I'm okay. I just need shelter.
Fine, I'm sending a temporary habitat instead.
Actually, can I get the rescue shuttle?
Thank you, Sam.
Call me when you get there.
Like, that just sounds so much better. Is that a penguin? That looked like a penguin. It's a penguin! It's adorable! Hi! It's a multi-eyed penguin. It's like a... It looks like a toucan and a penguin had a baby. Anyway. I'm just gonna grab... Oh, and then we got these, rocks and stuff that we can break to get resources like titanium and copper and stuff like that. We're gonna need that stuff. We'll just have to kind of keep an eye on our oxygen. Definitely gonna want to get some flippers and all that kind of stuff as well, like fairly quick. Okay, there's our rescue shelter over there. Let's kind of work our way in that direction. Make sure we replenish our air. What's this? Doesn't say. I think this is probably where we want to go, though, right? Interesting. It's underwater this time around instead of floating. Used to float on the surface. It was like an escape pod in the first game.
Blueprint acquired.
Sam, I'm at the habitat. Any word on Jeffries?
Nothing yet.
And the facility? It said my name. I need to know why.
I know. Make something to eat. Get equipped. I'll have answers by then.
Will do.
So we got a whole bunch of blueprints of tools and things like that to make. We can cook the fish that we caught for food. Let's actually grab... Didn't I have a bladderfish? Oh, I must have accidentally eaten it. But we can go here, cooked food, and make a peeper. And then we can just eat that dude, and that'll refill our food down here. So that should be good. Okay, so now, well, hold on. Let's figure out what we want to make here. Let's look at the fabricator. We go to personal tools. We definitely want the scanner. We definitely want the knife. I think we probably don't need the flashlight right now. But we want the knife and the scanner. And we're definitely going to want an oxygen tank and fins. So it looks like we need titanium, fiber mesh, silicone rubber, battery. What goes into making batteries? Ribbon plant. Okay. So we're going to need copper. We're going to need silicon, which is creepvine seed clusters. Okay, so basically we're just going to go out and gather, like, all the things. Are these creepvines? No, I guess not. Now it's starting to get very dark. I'm hoping that this won't, like, ruin the video. I'll probably have to boost the brightness of this a little bit in post. Oh, ribbon plants. Okay, so we know we needed these. That's good. Hey, did I just capture? Did I just get a pangolin? I think I did.
Oxygen.
All right, let's get up to the surface so we don't drown. This is why we need the oxygen tank, because otherwise, yeah, it's definitely night now. Okay. These things like glow. That's pretty cool. Still looking for... Yeah, here we go. We need to find these rocks so we can get, like, copper and stuff to make the batteries we need. And then we also need to find titanium, because I'm pretty sure the survival knife is built with titanium. There's some. And then the creep vine. And I'm not really sure where to get that. And there's also not a compass. I think you can craft something. Oh, that's creep vine right there. I'll bet you just about anything. I think there's something you can craft later that will show you, like, directions. So you can tell, like, okay, if I go east from the base, then... You know what I mean? But, yeah, this is definitely creep vine. That looks like the seed clusters we need right here. And then if I remember correctly... From the first game, to get actual, like, creep vine itself... How are we doing on space, by the way? Not so great. You make the knife, and then once you've made the knife, you can, like, use it to harvest the creep vine itself. So, like, you can get the seed clusters without the knife, but, okay. So it's not just swim up, it's swim up to where there isn't ice. Fair enough. There we go. All right, let's head back. We can make a bunch of this silicone rubber. We should have enough materials to make at least a few things. So let's use the fabricator. We can use the bladder fish to make filtered water. And probably just want to do that again. And then we want to go resources, silicone rubber. And let's just make a bunch of that because we're going to need it. Fiber mesh, we need creep vine samples. I don't think we need the lubricant just yet. There we go. There's the survival knife. So that's good. And then we also wanted to make fins. And we definitely want an O2 tank, but we need fiber mesh for that. And then what was the other thing I wanted to make? Yeah, scanner. Okay, and I can make a battery right here. And then tools, scanner. There we go. And then we've got all these recipes over here. We can just make those go away. Okay, so now that we have some things, this is equipped. Let's get the hoopfish out of our hotbar. We'll say knife, scanner, and then everything else. The seed clusters... I think what I should probably just do is turn some of them... I'll turn, like... I don't know. I'll turn, like, 2 of them into rubber, and then I'll leave, like, 2... I'll do, like, 2 as lubricant. The problem with the seed clusters, they just take up a ton of space if they're unprocessed. And I'm kind of limited on my space right now. So let's do this. How are we doing on space now? Let's do one more silicone rubber. Because it's a basic material that's used for just tons and tons of stuff. Alright, there we go. And then we'll open our storage, and I'm basically going to put away everything that isn't the knife and the scanner. And some water. We'll leave some... Actually, you know what? Let's actually drink some of that water, just to keep us topped off. And then I suppose we can grab... Just looking food ratings. Boomerang is probably the best food. So let's cook a boomerang. And then usually, if it's like the first game, you eat the boomerang. Oh no, the boomerang actually gives you water too. Oh, look at that. Cool. So let's do that. That should top us off fairly nicely on food and water. So now we need to go back. We need to take our knife. And we got to go find those creep vines again. Here we go. They're over here. We got our knife now. And let's just get a little bit of creep vine sample.
New blueprint acquired.
There we go. Like 2, maybe let's get maybe like 3. We can toss some if we have to. Sea Glide Fragment. Can I not, okay, I can't get that stuff yet.
Oxygen.
But this will allow me to make the fiber mesh. So I can make a proper oxygen tank, which I think is pretty important. Let's go inside. And what was it? It was... I gotta look. For the... Oh, hey, look at that. Pathfinder tools. Cool. To make the oxygen tank, I need 2 titanium and some fiber mesh. So let's make some fiber mesh. There we go. And then it was titanium, I believe. Just grab that. Fabricator. O2 kit. Beautiful. All right, so now we have a lot more oxygen capacity, which is fantastic. What else do I actually need to make? I wonder if it says... Blueprints. Oh, here we go. Computer chips, wiring kits, pipe. Ah, the repair tool. I don't know that I necessarily need that right now, though. In the first Subnautica, you had like your escape pod was damaged, so you had to make the repair tool right away to like get it up to functioning again. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. So I guess we just take the scanner and we go and we find like the like there was those fragments, and come to think of it, rather than collecting the fragments, I think you're actually supposed to scan them, and basically you want to scan like everything, like so. Oh, it can't scan the quartz. But there's like a lot of things to be scanned and learned, including all like the little fish. Hey, come back, you. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Just looking. Bladderfish. You have been scanned and caught. It also seems like fish are a little bit easier to catch in this game than in the first one, or at least to catch with your bare hands. I seem to remember, maybe I'm just like better at games now, but I kind of doubt that. It seems like I'm having a lot less trouble actually catching the fish. Let's get all this stuff. It will be needed. But mostly, what is that? The eye. Okay. Mostly what we're looking for are fragments. What is that thing? I don't know, but it looks like semi-dangerous, so let's give it some space. Oh, here we go. We're looking for fragments like this. And then we scan it. And when you find enough fragments of the same piece of technology, it'll unlock the blueprint. And that's how you get the good stuff, like the Sea Glide that lets you, it's basically like a little mini vehicle type deal thing that lets you get around a lot faster and all that kind of good stuff. Let's just get a little bit of air, head back down. So we want to keep our eye open for fragments. We want to make sure we're grabbing any of these, like, titanium, copper, all that kind of stuff. We're going to need tons of it. Because it's kind of like the basic resource. Probably should get these ribbon plants as well. There we go. Because these were used for something. Something basic. I forget what it was. But the ribbon plants, I believe, are new. I don't think those were in the first game. Oh, there we go. There's a Sea Glide fragment. We need 3 fragments in order.
30 seconds.
Might as well do that. Because it was 2 creepvine bits to make 1 fiber mesh, I believe. And I saw that fiber mesh was also used to make first aid kits. That's going to be something we want. Grav trap fragment. Scan that. So now we know the blueprint for the grav trap. I don't remember what the grav trap does. I think... And then if you find more fragments of the same thing later, it just gives you resources when you scan it instead. If I remember correctly, maybe the grav trap might be like some sort of like fishing thing. Like it's a trap you put out and it will catch fish for you. And you don't have to run around and try to catch stuff yourself. That sounds likely. Also, I don't know when our friend up in the spaceship is supposed to get back in touch with us again. But I think we got like a fair amount of resources right now. So let's just get... Gotcha. Let's just get... Oh, inventory full. Okay. We have a lot of stuff on us right now. That's fine. Let's pop into the base. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we have a lot of stuff on us right now. Let's dump all of this quartz and titanium and all that kind of good stuff. Let's grab the creepvine clusters, fabricator here. Use the, or the creepvine samples, I should say. Let's use those to make some fiber mesh. And then let's see, what else do we actually need to make? Floating air pump. That's, this is all piping and stuff for base building. The repair tool requires sulfur. The flashlight's probably worth making. What do we need to make the battery? Ribbon plant? Ribbon plant and copper. Okay, so let's grab 1 copper, and then I think the battery, I think it was make a battery. And then, oh, there's also the deployables down here. Grav trap. Artificial gravity to attract light objects and creatures. Let's go ahead and make... Oh, okay, what goes into glass? 2 quartz. Grab another quartz. Go here. There we go. We make the glass, and then we should be able to use the glass to make the flashlight.
Location uploaded to PDA.
There we go.
Robin, the boss wants a sit rep.
I'm cold, I lost all my gear, and I'm no wiser to what's going on. But I'm alive.
I can't authorize another drop. Hold on. There's an emergency cache. Hasn't been touched since the scouts landed 6 months ago. Could be useful.
Send me the coords.
On your HUD.
All right. So there's an emergency cache of resources that we can go and find. That sounds like it's a great plan. That sounds like a great idea. However, I think this is a good place to leave it off for today. So guys, I think I'm going to call this one right here. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.